Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this, you're probably asking the big question. What makes a good pickleball paddle in 2026? Because let's be honest, the market is flooded with options. Prices range from $50 to over $250. And one wrong choice can hold back your game for months, while the right paddle feels like it adds 200 points to your duper overnight. Today we're going extremely deep. This is the most complete guide you'll find anywhere on what actually separates a great pickleball paddle from an average one. We're talking materials, core thickness, face construction, weight, balance, shape, spin technology, durability, and exactly how to match a paddle to your skill level and playing style. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, or chasing pro level, by the end of this you'll know precisely what to look for and what to avoid. This is based on real 2026 testing data, pro player feedback, and what thousands of players are actually using successfully right now. No sponsored fluff. Just straight talk so you can buy with confidence and start winning more. Let's start with the absolute foundation. Why the paddle matters so much in pickleball. Unlike tennis or padel, pickleball paddles are your only piece of equipment that directly contacts the ball every single shot. It affects your dinks, drives, volleys, third shots, speed-ups, resets, everything. A good paddle gives you more control on soft shots, more power when you need it, better spin for placement, a forgiving sweet spot so off-center hits still work, and enough feel so you know exactly where the ball is going. In 2026, the technology has evolved fast. We're in the era of raw carbon fiber faces, thermoformed unibody construction, advanced polymer and foam cores, and paddles that are more powerful yet more controllable than ever. But not every new paddle is actually better. Let's break down the key factors one by one. First, and most important in 2026, the face material. What makes a good pickleball paddle starts with the surface. Raw carbon fiber, especially 3K twill weave that's left unpainted and unsealed, is dominating right now. Why? It creates maximum grit and texture for insane spin. We're talking 2,000 plus RPM on topspin drives and slice dinks that stay low or curve sharply. Painted or coated carbon loses that texture faster. Graphite faces are still around and great for lighter, quicker hands at the kitchen, but they usually sacrifice some spin and power compared to raw carbon. Fiberglass faces give more pop and power, but less control and durability. They're often found in budget paddles or beginner models. If you're serious about improving, go raw carbon fiber. Look for terms like raw 3K carbon, T700 carbon, or uncoated carbon in the specs. Next, the core. This is where a lot of the magic and the feel comes from. The core is the sandwich filling between the two faces. In 2026, almost every serious paddle uses a polymer honeycomb core, usually polypropylene. Thickness is the big variable. 14 millimeters versus 16 millimeters. A 16 millimeter core is the sweet spot for most players. It compresses more on impact, which creates a larger sweet spot, better control on dinks and resets, more stability on blocks, and a plush, forgiving feel. It's excellent for touch players and anyone who spends a lot of time at the kitchen line. The trade-off is slightly less raw power. A 14 millimeter core is stiffer and more powerful. It gives you more pop on drives and volleys, quicker rebound, and that trampoline effect aggressive baseliners love. But the sweet spot is smaller. Off-center hits feel harsher, and control at the net can suffer if your hands aren't fast enough. Many pros use 16 millimeters for consistency in long rallies, but some power players swear by 14 millimeters. We're also seeing more full foam cores or hybrid foam polymer designs in 2026. Foam cores often provide a massive sweet spot, excellent vibration dampening, and a very connected, pocketing feel that helps with spin and control. They're popular in high-end models and Gen 4 paddles that everyone is buzzing about. Construction method matters hugely. Thermoformed unibody paddles, where the edges are molded as one piece, instead of having a separate plastic edgeguard glued on, are the premium standard now. They are stiffer, more durable, transfer energy better, reduce twisting on off-center hits, and just feel more premium. Avoid cheap paddles with big edge guards that can delaminate over time. Weight is another critical factor. Most good paddles in 2026 weigh between 7.5 and 8.5 ounces. Here's the breakdown. Under 7.5 ounces, very light. Great for beginners, seniors, or players with arm issues who want quick hands and less fatigue. But you lose some stability and power. 7.8, 8.2 ounces, the Goldilocks zone for most intermediate to advanced players. Excellent balance of power, control, and maneuverability. Over 8.3 ounces. Heavy paddles for strong players who want maximum plow-through on drives and stability at the net. They can be tiring if you're not used to them. Swing weight and twist weight are even more important than static weight. A high swing weight gives more power but feels slower. Low twist weight means the paddle resists twisting on off-center hits, crucial for doubles poaching and volleys. Look for paddles with balanced specs or get them customized. Grip size and handle length. Standard grip is 4 1/4 inches circumference. Most players add an overgrip to customize. Longer handles are great for two-handed backhands and reach. Shorter handles feel quicker at the net. Make sure the grip feels comfortable. Blisters or slippage kill your game. Shape. This affects reach and sweet spot. Elongated, more power and reach on drives, bigger sweet spot vertically. Great for baseline players and big servers. Widebody. Larger horizontal sweet spot. More forgiveness on volleys and dinks, quicker at the kitchen. Perfect for control players. Hybrid. The best of both. Most popular in 2026 for all-around play. Spin technology. Beyond raw carbon, look for textured surfaces that maintain grit over hundreds of games. Some premium paddles have special grit coatings that last longer. High spin lets you control angles, keep dinks low, and hit sharper cross courts. Durability and warranty. A good paddle should last 6 to 12 months of heavy play before spin degrades noticeably. Look for strong edge protection, quality materials, and brands that offer warranties. USA Pickleball approval is a must if you play tournaments. It guarantees legal dimensions, surface roughness limits, and performance standards. Now let's talk about matching the paddle to your level and style. This is where most people go wrong. For absolute beginners, prioritize forgiveness. Look for lightweight, 16mm core, wide body or hybrid shape, fiberglass or composite face, big sweet spot, and price under $100. You want something that makes off-center hits playable so you build confidence. Power isn't important yet. Control and consistency are. For intermediates, this is where you upgrade. Raw carbon face, 16mm polymer core, 7.8 to 8.2 ounces, Thermoformed. You need a paddle that grows with you. Good spin for dink battles, enough power for third-shot drives, and control for kitchen play. This range has the biggest performance jump. For advanced and pros, you can go specialized. Power players love 14mm elongated with raw carbon for bombs. Control players prefer 16mm wide body or foam core for touch. Many pros use multiple paddles, one for power games, one for control. Look at what top players like Ben Johns, Anna Lee Waters, or James Ignatowicz are using in 2026 for inspiration. Common mistakes when buying. Buying purely on brand name or pro endorsement without matching your style. Choosing too heavy or too powerful too soon leads to arm soreness and inconsistency. Ignoring core thickness, big difference in feel. Cheap paddles under $80 that lose spin immediately and break down. Not testing in person, demo if possible, or buy from places with good return policies. Let's walk through real examples of what makes a good paddle by looking at standout 2026 models. A top all-around paddle might have raw 3K carbon face, 16mm polymer core, 8.0 ounce weight, hybrid shape, thermoformed edges, massive sweet spot, excellent spin retention, and balanced power control. It feels plush on dinks but still explodes on drives. A power paddle. 14mm core, elongated, slightly heavier swing weight, stiff feel, raw carbon with high grit. A control foam paddle. Full foam or hybrid core, wide body, plush pocketing, huge forgiveness, great for touch and defense. Budget-friendly good paddle. solid polymer core, decent carbon or composite face, 16 millimeters, lightweight, still USAP approved. How to test a paddle properly. Hit warm-up dinks focusing on consistency and feel. Then third shots. Can you drop softly or drive aggressively? Kitchen volleys and speed-ups. Does it control or fly on you? Off-center hits. How forgiving? After 30 to 60 minutes, how does your arm feel? Maintenance tips for your good paddle. Use a paddle cover. Don't leave in hot car. Clean the face gently. Rotate multiple paddles if you play a lot. Add lead tape strategically for customization. The mental side. A good paddle builds confidence. When you trust your equipment, you swing freer, take more risks on attacks, and stay relaxed in dink rallies. It reduces frustration from mishits. Budget considerations. You don't need to spend $250. There are excellent paddles at $120 to $180 that check all the boxes for most players. Invest once you know your style. Future trends in 2026 and beyond. More smart paddles with NFC chips for tracking, advanced foam tech for injury prevention, customizable weights, and even tighter USAP regulations on performance. To summarize everything that makes a good pickleball paddle in 2026. Raw carbon fiber face for spin and control. 14 to 16 millimeter quality polymer or foam core matched to your style. Thermoformed unibody construction. 7.8 to 8.2 ounce weight with good swing twist balance. Comfortable grip and appropriate shape. Large sweet spot and forgiving on mishits. USA Pickleball approved. Durable with strong spin retention. Matches your skill level and playing style. If you take nothing else from this, remember, the best paddle is the one that feels natural in your hand and helps you execute the shots you want consistently. Don't chase the newest hype. Test, match to your game, and upgrade when you're ready. Drop your current paddle, your rating, and what you're looking for in the comments. Power, control, spin, budget. I read every comment and love helping you choose. If you want follow-up videos on specific paddle reviews, how to add lead tape, or comparisons of top 2026 models, smash like and let me know. Thanks for watching this deep dive on what makes a good pickleball paddle. Get out there, find your perfect match, and watch your game level up. Keep grinding, stay consistent, and I'll see you on the courts. Catch you in the next one. Peace.